Hello, loves. Hey, Mugs. Did you get the divine chug today? Look, I gotta get this box off. I'm gonna figure it out. No, maybe that one. Did I? Oh, snappy snap. Let's go, baby. How are y'all? Just vibing. 10-10, baby. Let's go, baby. What happened, y'all? 10-10, baby.
9 o'clock, hold on, paging you, wishing you come over my place. After a while, let me know, we can just keep talking about the last time. You were here, what we did, no sleep till morning. Only bubble bass and background. Hit me back. Girl, I hope you heard me 'cause I know.
How are y'all?
Girl, would you put that stuff on my sexaholic said I'm
Here we go.
Where you been? Did you get my message? Your expressions is telling me that you've been thinking the same thing. I've been thinking. You say you're working. Well, hit me.
Alright, I'm gonna change it. Hi. I just had it at 10-10. Hope y'all had a great day, great moment.
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you this love in my heart that I'm feeling for you. Let 'em see we're crazy. I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby. Don't ever look back. Like the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. We can build this thing together. Standing strong for nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world
I want to tell y'all something real quick. Because you can't judge a book by its cover, y'all. This white girl right here, Bugs. Okay, hillbilly, Irish, Cherokee, Indian, German. What? From the time my mama was pregnant, me and my twin, because I'm a twin, but she died in '08. We started out in the womb with trauma. And I say this because my mother and my father, I guess, she was pregnant and got 3 months pregnant, got in an argument, and she told him to leave, okay? Well, that night he never came back. He died. But, hold on, I'm already hot. It's like 50 degrees outside, y'all. He chose to drink and drive, y'all. He was from Kentucky. He just got married in Ohio. We're here in Ohio. And, so just, whatever she went through, my mama was Look, I felt so bad for my mom, and then I met the guy that was in the car accident with my father. My father drove his car in 1979. It was, I guess, a new car. He was 16 and my dad was 19. My dad wanted to drive. He went out drinking and got drunk, whatever. I don't like beer. My mother and my father love beer. I don't like beer. I can't stand the taste of it, and the Houston beer makes me fat. Like, I tried it back in the past. But some vodka now. Anyways, long story short, keep going. We all can make it. Because, so from the time of the trauma, and then I had a lot of trauma as a child. There was 4 of us children. Me, my twin, and 2 brothers. And my stepdad, but there was a bunch of dads, whatever you call it. But God is my only father. We went through a lot of trauma, and we went through a lot of abuse. At 1 year old, one of the men broke my sister's arm. We were sent to Texas. My mom got us back, but she dealt with a lot. I guess I realize it's because she was looking for love in all the wrong places, but I didn't know this at the time because I was trying to chase her love, okay, y'all? When I came back here twice to take care of her after she put me through some shit, but I put myself through the shit because I chose to do it. I chose to stay. I chose to go through it. I wouldn't take it back for anything. I miss her. Like, the last few days, I've been missing my family, maybe because the holidays are coming up, but I don't like have survivor's guilt no more. I don't have depression. It's just like this. Even though, by choice, I took a lot of things I shouldn't have. I was basically the protector and provider, and it's okay. I wouldn't take it back for anything. But, long story short, so I went through a bunch of trauma, different men. I was calling 911 at 4 or 5 years old, y'all. And my mama knew who she was dealing with. That's why I had something against motorcycles, and I never knew why. But now I know. I know why now, because every time I called the cops when my mom screamed my name when she was getting, RAPE, these cops never came. And I'm like 4 years old, y'all, and my mom's like yelling at me, but I called for her. And I hear the motorcycle leave. Well, that's when there's different levels, different people on different sides of the tracks of the streets, you guys know what I mean. Like, it took me a minute to realize, but, so going from my father's death, and then I found out my mom's trying to talk to the other guy. Like, my mom was, I love her, but, she put us through a lot. And I guess it was because we looked like our father. When we were born, me and my twin, well, actually, my mom didn't know she was having twins. She was going to name the first baby, Mindy. No, hold up. Reverse. She was going to name the baby Amanda. It was 1979, y'all. I'm 46, okay? So, this is the story she told me. Well, my twin came flying out in a bedpan, in a hospital bedpan, weighing 4'9", okay? And I came out 37 minutes later, and we're identical twins, y'all. I came out, but they had to, I guess, well, first of all, when my twin came out, they were like, you look awfully big to just be having this one baby. So they realized there was 2. That was me. I was the second one. They took my mom into another room, I guess, and I almost came out breached, and they had to turn me around, okay? And I weighed 6'1", so you know who got all the food. My greedy ass. That's why this happened. Anyways, okay, so we're born. And before 1 year old, I'm being abused. My twins got a broken arm from the same person, the motorcycle. We get shipped to Texas. My mom gets us back. And we went through a life of trauma that we didn't deserve. Okay, y'all? I could go into more detail, but I'm going to try to make this a little shorter because... So through childhood, we were like the stepkids. I'm just grateful and thankful for a roof over our head. I don't care if it's garage sale clothes. I don't care if it's mostly peanut butter and jelly and bologna sandwiches, y'all. I actually haven't eaten a lot of peanut butter and jelly. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm back there. But I forgive her and I understand everything. But going through childhood, it wasn't fair like a lot of us out here, okay, y'all? But when we hit 18 or whenever we left home, our choices, those were our fault, okay? You gotta take accountability, Mug. You have to. I made a lot of wrong choices just by, just being like, different, I guess. But when I hit 17 and a half, I got with a man that was like 14 years older. He would bug me all the time, like, dude, get away. To where it took almost a year to fall in love, but I always had this feeling for women, but I never acted on it because of my religion. So I ended up, I lost my virginity at 18, and he was a player, like I should have known, but like I was so naive, y'all. I worked at Taco Bell for 22 years, like, what do you call that? I would go help fix up stores, Indiana, Florida, Ohio, and, but this guy, when I was 18, came to the drive-thru on a bicycle when the lobby was closed, y'all. I thought it was so cute at the time. But I lost my virginity at 18, and he was a player, and he was like, I didn't know that at the time, though. Like, I was all into the body, muscular man, whatever, and not hairy. I don't like hairy. And it was like, I lived about, I'll say a mile away from him, and one day I walked there because I didn't have a car yet, and I literally caught him with one of my schoolmates, classmates, whatever you call it. I was so hurt. I walked back in the snow, like, crying like a bitch, you know, like, but anyways, it took me 18 years to lose my virginity, and it was like puppy love though, but at the time, I was accepting being number one. Like, he would kick bitches out, like a year later, when I met up with him, because I moved away, my family was so fucked up. And it's okay, we're all fucked up, our families are fucked up, the title family, whatever. A year later, I got this dude stoned because he always fell asleep. And I never slept with this dude. His name was Chuck. I get him stoned, so I go back home, which was like 45 minutes away, and I use his truck. Like, I was wrong, y'all, but I'm just telling y'all my story, okay? And one day, because this person I got with, and I lost my virginity too, he was very, like, athletic, physical, everything. He was black, and, so I see him, and he's like, whose truck is that? I'm like, that doesn't matter. Where do you live? And, he literally lived, like, not even a block away from where I grew up. And, y'all, I tried it again. When you pop up out of nowhere, that's when you find out who your true person is. Because, like, I would pop up, and he would tell a bitch to get out the house. Because I was his number one. I settled for that for, I'll say, about 6 months, you know. But I was like, when I would go there, I would feel sorry for the lady leaving. Like, I'd be like, damn. I'd feel bad. It was weird. Because I was raised in church, y'all. So, like, all this stuff was new to me when I got out into the real world. Making all these mistakes. To where I was like, wait a minute, motherfucker. I should be your only one. Why am I only your number one? Like, to where I let that go. And I met somebody 14 years older that just would not leave me the fuck alone, and would cook so good. That's how I know how to cook, like, curry chicken, curry goat, curry anything. Island food, palaus. Because my mama didn't teach me how to cook. He taught me how to cook. Hi guys. He taught me how to cook. But I went through 2 10-year very toxic relationships, you know, after I got with him. And I have 2 sons, 23 and 24. Wait, hold on. This is 2025. No, 24 and 25 now. And they're both doing amazing. I couldn't ask for anything better. Like, my grandbaby came. She said I look like Wednesday, y'all. I'm still at all with that. But you know what? It's okay. Anyways, so I did a 10-year relationship with a guy that's 14 years older from Trinidad. He was very good. I guess his motive was to mold my 19-year-old ass. I was 19 when I met him. To be in his whatever. And the church, even though I'm spiritual and I'm not religious, the church is really what instilled a lot in me as far as what I was taught and what I did comprehend. Love, you're worth it. I don't know, y'all, a lot, but so I did it with the kid's father, and I gave him a year to quit doing what he was doing because he was doing a drug, and it affected the children and the family. But I stayed in that relationship most of the time because I didn't have that. I wanted that family with my 2 children that I didn't have at home, you know, like some real love and shit. But when we sacrifice, y'all, listen to me, bugs. Because I did it. I sacrificed for this family that I never had at home, real family, to where it made it worse, y'all. It made it worse because my kids had to sit there and see their dad disrespect their mother, you know. They had to hear the fighting. Like, he was so controlling that I would go to the store. What was that stuff called? When you make a palau. It's a certain seasoning, fudge. I can't think of it. But I brought a generic one because they were out of that seasoning he wanted. To where he went off on me, Muggs. I'm like, why don't you go to the store yourself, then, motherfucker? Like, I sacrificed a lot for my children, and I wouldn't take anything back, y'all. This is my life story, a little pieces, okay? To where I gave him a year to quit doing the drug crap. And, because he always worked a good job, but he would go straight to the hood because he would drop his homeboy. He did asphalt. He made good money, okay? Every Friday, like, he was an at-home person doing the drugs, but no matter what, it was like, I would go through restaurants, y'all, before they had all these cameras and stuff. I'd be like, they messed up my order just to feed my children. Like, I was doing a lot. I wouldn't take it back for anything, but if I could give y'all, you know, faith or understanding, put yourself first, like, because me staying in that relationship, and then when I left, y'all, oh my God, he came back to my hometown, and he put all these, oh, she left me for a woman. No, motherfucker, you old people in the hood, you had a lot of shit going on, and you had put our children in jeopardy. Like, when I don't see suffer for my children, that's a problem. That's a problem. I don't care what anybody does, because nobody's perfect, but you got to balance your shit. Drinking, drugs, sex, food, everything. You have to balance or even do better. Because nobody's perfect. It's yin and yang, okay, y'all? But it was overbalancing. So I gave him a year to quit, and, like, I'm going to tell y'all, and I still didn't have a full understanding of God, even from church. I have not had a full understanding of God and the universe until this last, like, 2 years. To where it's amazing. Like, that's all it's amazing. It's not what I was taught in church. The heavens are not going to open, y'all. I don't care who gets mad at me. Look, Optimus Prime. I was raised in the church. I have been through so many experiences in my journey, okay? So, I gave him a year to quit. He didn't quit. That hurt. It was crack, y'all, by the way. So, that drug, it's not that I can't stand it or anything. I just feel for people who are going through it. Because I've already forgiven and done all that. It's all took forever, y'all. But anyways, so that year came. I left because 6 months in, I was like, higher power, whoever you are, please take this love out. And mind you, I was always attracted to women, but my religion, and it took like a year to fall in love with this man. And then I was dedicated. Like, when I was in a relationship, I didn't cheat. But if they cheated, I ain't gonna lie, I would go back and cheat like 2 times and be like, motherfucker, how you could do that to me? I'm so loyal. I cook your food. I put your drawers on the toilet seat when you get out the shower. Like, to where I wasn't even right wrong, because 2 wrongs don't make it right. But it felt good at the time. But no, actually it didn't, because they go back and get me like 5 times harder. But anyways, he moved up here with my children to where I'm from and just dogged the shit out of my name, said I left him for a woman, but he never accepted the fact that he could not give. I gave him a year, y'all. I gave him a year. I gave him a year to save this family that I never had, okay? to where I met a woman. I started this little woman stuff because my family's up here. My mom and dad was totally against it because of the religion. I ended up getting in another 10-year relationship, y'all. Like, I was ride or die, but I was dying in all of them relationships. But I was looking for, like, that first moment when we met or something, I guess. I don't know. But it doesn't come back, y'all. Especially when it's not meant to be. But I did 10 years with a woman from, where's she from? Look, I already forgot. Hold on. He's from Trinidad. And she's from Bahamas. From Bahamas. But her mother brought her to Fort Pierce, Florida, in the hood, when she was a kid, you know. So I done the Islander things, and I have nothing against it, and I'm gonna marry a woman, and I'm here to prove to the world. It's all from this. I always said I'm gonna give hope to the world, but it's not even about that. It's this mustard seed of faith. When I was in all the messed up predicaments, like a lot of us are now, or a lot of people are now. Especially when you have a pure, genuine heart, I'm going to tell you what, eventually you're going to get out of it. But it's going to take something to hit you hard. Like, it could be a death, y'all, which it sucks. It could be a death of somebody dying for you to wake up and see, like, you're worth more and put yourself first. Because, mind you, I didn't put myself first until, like, 2 months ago. I mean, fully first. Love, everything, okay? And so I went through 10 years off, and I always did off and on. I would leave these people like once or twice a year, like I can't take it no more. But these motherfuckers, and mind you, toxic was all I knew. Even though I was raised in church, my family, you never knew what the hell was going to happen next. It was my whole dinner going to get thrown, or my mama wouldn't give it. My mama wouldn't give it up to my stepfather, but she was giving it up to everybody else. You know, I still love her, no judgment. So I did. So the last, I couldn't even tell y'all, 5, 6, 7 years, y'all. I have really been waiting for the right one. I have been celibate for 4 years, I think it is. I don't keep track of time no more, y'all. But so let me tell you this. After I got out of the relationship with the kid's father, and I said, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna experiment what I love or what I feel since like a child, to where I even listened to this. Listen, don't listen to nobody, but I listened at the time to somebody that said, oh, most of the lesbians are gays because they had trauma. And at that moment, I was like, this person could be correct because, you know, I've had a lot of trauma. Bitch, no. I healed from that shit, and I'm still a lesbian. I'm going to marry a woman. I've never married, y'all. I've been in 2 10-year relationships. I never even made love because I guess they were narcissists or whatever, cheaters and all that, liars or control. I don't care. I forgave them all. I moved forward to where when they say, oh, the best revenge is when they want you back. No, it's not much. Not when you healed. It's like annoying as fuck. Get away. Seriously. Like, you guys gotta listen to your heart, your intuition. We all have it. Even me as a twin, I've had it, but I went against it so much in life. So, okay, I tried a woman. I was like, damn, this came natural. Okay, and this late. And, the woman I tried, that was not the one I ended up in a relationship with, you know, because she had too many kids. I was like, hell no, I just want to try. I turned into like, I was hurt so bad by that relationship where this mug I gave him a year to quit doing what he's doing, and this person couldn't quit doing that, and I actually, at the time, I hated crack. I hated it. And the first time I tried it, y'all, we were like a year in or something, and it was my birthday. I was tipsy as fuck, because I used to drink that gin. I used to drink that 105 vodka bugs. I was tipsy on my birthday, and out of nowhere, because he hit it well. He hit it well. Out of nowhere, he says, hey, try this. I was like, fuck it. I was tipsy. Yo, when I tried that crack, I was like, woo! What is this shit? That was the worst mistake I could have done, because back then, that one hit, you cannot, you keep going, you keep trying for that high. Of course I don't do crack now, y'all. And if anybody does, I'm not judging anybody. I don't care what anybody does. I detach with love. I'm just telling my story, okay? So after that, I got with a woman, and then when I finally left her, because she was hard to leave, because at the end of the day, when we get in an argument, if I was right or wrong, 2 wrongs don't make a right, you know. At the time, it feels like it, like I always tell y'all. But she was the only one that would fight for my love, but it was so toxic. Like, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. Like, she'll slash my tires and shit. Like, to where I was like, damn, I never had anybody fight for me or love me like this in my life. I thought it was real love at the time, y'all, but that's not real love, mugs. That's not real love. Well, I mean, if it is for you, that's so be it. But don't you get tired of that toxic shit? Don't you get tired of like your shit being fucked up? Like, dude, I worked hard. Like, I always had great things, material things, but I don't care about material things because every time I left a relationship, I left with my important papers and even when I leave here in Ohio, all this stuff, I always say I'm gonna sign it, even though, and I'm gonna give away for free. Even though these mugs are gonna be like, why'd she sign it? I already know my future. I see my future. I always left with my clothes, and I put everything into the relationships. But I left my clothes, and I would leave with just important papers, y'all. Okay, so that's why I was like a sex addict. When I left a woman and him, I was a sex addict. But listen, I can still go all night, Mo. You don't underestimate me. But listen, I want to tell y'all something. I was not able. I never went inside to let my twin died in 2008, y'all, and then 2012 I had cancer. I went through a lot of shit, okay? But I had a sex addiction. But I also would have the sex addiction where if it was just a booty call, these mugs wouldn't leave it at a booty call. They'd be like, I'm like, leave me alone, motherfucker. But this was the problem. It was my fault. I had a sex addiction because number one, I didn't work out. All I did was work and go home, work and go home, work and go home. And I never went within to where all this anger, all this hurt, all this self-sabotage, all this ego, all this pride, all this everything, y'all, trauma. You have to go within and start releasing it. I never did that. How I released this dopamine or whatever the hell they call it was through sex. I was like, I'll give it to him hard as I can. I know it was good because I had to release. So as I've gone inside, y'all, I still can go. I can still do it with my one person whenever I get with them. But I want to tell y'all what, I was able to balance that. Addiction when I started going within on this journey. When my mama died almost 4 years ago, that's when I started this healing journey. Or I had a spiritual awakening. I was going back to Florida, and God said, because y'all, I was very hard-headed, independent. I guess I had to be in control of a lot of things, because I was always running stores. I'd go and fix them up and go to another one. Like, I always ran it. But I always ran it with love and grace and a team. I was never big-headed to where, okay, I'm sitting in the office and these mugs got to do it. No. I went in there to fix them up for a reason. And I could never fix the relationship. I guess they always tried to bring me down or something. I don't know. Because I've always went in with pure intentions, a pure heart. I don't have that manipulation to where my kid's father, I didn't realize his manipulation at the time, because if he gets a woman 14 years younger, and when you're from different countries, it's different cultures, it's different ways of raising the children. I didn't even agree with that because he was like, I want my kids to fear me. I'm like, why would you do that to my babies? Don't do that. They're mixed with white, Mom. Like, they're going to listen. To where he did, to where my son just broke them chains. Like, not too long ago. So where he's over there looking like, I swear, like, and you know what, still with love and grace, because I had to forgive him for everything. I had to forgive my mother, I had to forgive everybody. And one thing the biggest thing is losing my whole family. I've lost like 25 people, y'all. I lost grandpas, grandmas, my twin. I've lost my whole intermediate family this year. I lost my stepfather that raised me, and I lost my brother that was a true gangster that actually went out pure. But he had to come and apologize to me, even though I took it and I made the decision to allow my family to do what they did. He had to come and apologize, and I was the one to relearn him to walk, talk. I fed him. And as fucked up as all of them were, and we all are, y'all, nobody's perfect, I still miss them, but it's not to where, like I gave the ring away because this is my twins from 14 years ago, but I gave the ring away because it's a thing of control. Like, in the spiritual form, until they grasp it or get it, or wherever they go from here, I couldn't tell y'all. I mean, I have ideas, but I have no proof, so I talk only through experience in my journey. But long story short again, y'all, I just want y'all to know you're worth it. Don't give up, and always go by what you feel. Don't listen to what people say, please. I've done that most of my life. I've always been a people pleaser because me and my twin, we were like the stepchild. Like we were like that, what is that, Cinderella or something? Where we had to do everything and got the shitty end of the stick. So starting off in life, we were always a people pleaser. So that's all we knew. I never put myself first. I do now. It's the best thing I could have ever done, but it's hard to get there, y'all, and it's not easy. But anyways, we're gonna go to some music, but I felt to say that, y'all, because don't be judging a book by its cover, muds. That's just a part of my life. Y'all don't even know half of it, but I am a twin. I'm left-handed, but I use my right for everything. I only eat with a spoon. I'm very different, and even a steak, I'll take like a knife and poke it. I'll take my spoon. I don't know. I'm so different, and I've always done well, from a child, I always be like, that ain't right, something wrong. So I lived a toxic life, y'all. Toxic was all I knew, just like a lot of us out here. But if you go to my YouTube, I don't know, a couple days ago, it was pretty awesome. Well, a lot of us stay in the basement where this toxic shit, because that's all we know. That's all we know. And then we wonder why we can't get a good woman or man. Like, I was always this fairy tale love. It's not even fairy tale to me no more. That's actually normal, but we're all taught differently. So, you gotta change this. It's a lot. And it does take time. It doesn't happen overnight. But I want y'all to know who's out here, you know, really just trying to survive through life, you know, with manipulation and motives. Y'all need to get together, because the veil, everything's coming off, and like I say, nobody's perfect. So that manipulation that you do for 6 months ahead, go back, just do it for 3 months. Start out just doing it 3 months ahead, because you know it's yin and yang and nobody's perfect. Start out with 3 months, and then you always improve. It's just steps and levels, and nobody's perfect. And the way we were all taught, basically in America, we were doomed for failure. Why are we all slaving out here? Why is everybody working 9 to 5, 10 to 5? My dad worked 2 or 3 jobs. That's why I appreciate security, a roof over my head. But that's all he did to my mom. That hurt the hell out of him, and I felt so bad for him. But he also did a lot of things wrong to us too. But it's just unconditional love, and but you gotta have boundaries and standards. Even when you have them, you're still gonna go through trials and tribulations, and you gotta understand it. You'll understand it after, for sure, especially if you're spiritual. Because I was like, what the fuck, God? What the fuck's going on? And listen, I also realized this. Everybody that I lost, I'm not going to tell too much, but when we lose people that we really love, and we were around them, you know, energies, vibrations, most of our life, when they do pass away, I realized with my mama, when I had her hand to the last breath, I realized, like, whew, what the fuck was that? Like, I didn't even believe in spirit then, even though I was raised in church, because, I don't know, I didn't believe in spirit. It's to where I started my journey on YouTube, because I did not like cameras, I didn't like pictures, I was private, I stayed in Florida for 22 years, mugs mind their own business. Up here in these small towns, motherfuckers are miserable, they'll play you in a heartbeat, they manipulate, everything. To where, when my mama died and I started a YouTube video, I was like, I thank God. This is what I say, y'all. I thank God. I was so sad. I'll never forget. I went back to that video. I thank God for my mother and father raised me in church, and boom! My whole fucking, what do you call that thing? Breaker box. That's when I was like, okay. Maybe this spirit thing is real. It is, y'all. I don't care what anybody say, it is. Yeah, to where I got more of an understanding when they say, because when I lost my mother, my father, my stepfather, my twin, my 2 brothers, when I got the full understanding, because y'all, listen, if y'all are in this part of your journey, or just a part of this where you lost somebody you really love, it could be a dog, cat, a husband, a child, it could be anything, y'all. People be like, oh, they're in a better place. I'll be like, motherfucker, you know, this hurts. How can you say that? No, they'd be better here. But when that spirit came through, and that was my mama, when they come through, y'all, they're here to, you gotta feel it. Are here to guide us or say, hey, I love you. But some of us don't see it because we're stuck in depression, self-sabotage, anxiety, hurt. We can't move forward. We can, y'all. I have. With all of them. With all of them. And they're with me every day. But I also be like, motherfucker, go away. Because my brothers still try to be controlling this shit. Like, they have to really... I don't know where they go after this because, you know, people can say, oh, they do this or that. Nobody knows because you haven't experienced it, mug. So stop lying out here. Stop acting like you got all the wisdom. You know where the wisdom comes from, y'all? It's my ass. Or your ass. We go through things 5 or 6 times. That's where the true wisdom comes, through the life journey experiences, because not that I was right going 5 or 6 times, but my big heart, that's how many times I would get burned or forgive with grace, blah, 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 with no standards and boundaries, to where I got so much knowledge on so many different levels, so many different patterns. It's amazing. It's amazing now, but it's not easy going through the process, y'all. So I you know, that little life story there, just know no matter what you're going through, the little mustard seed of faith that I have has brought me this far, and I just keep going, and I keep learning, I keep growing. I'm not perfect, I make mistakes, I'm not better than nobody, I'm not nothing. I'm just solo, spiritual, detached with love. Why is she calling me this late? Okay, but I want y'all to know, keep going. That's what I've been doing. Even on the days where it's been hard, days where I didn't want to get out of bed, days where I self-sabotage, days that I did a lot of things that could have kept me down, or even went through a lot of things, or allowed myself to go through things because I didn't put myself first. Think about this, y'all. If all the higher power or whatever y'all believe in, I don't care if you're religious, anything, I don't care. It's okay. I'm not saying you're wrong or right. Through my journey experience, all this higher power wants us to do is put ourselves first. That we have been taught backwards in this world, and you have to go. You gotta change this. You gotta change a lot. And it's been almost 4 years for me, y'all. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, she's here. Why are you here? I hear you on your. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Like I can't. I go with the flow, so she didn't knock at my door. Hold on. I don't even know why she's here. What are you doing, Mom? I am. I'm on live right now. Are you gonna say hi?
Yeah, but I don't.
What are you doing here this way?
Hi.
This is the he, she that I
I
told
come
you.
to look at your car.
My car? Is your friend with you?
I'm the he, she. Yes, he is.
No, she. I call her Shira.
Shira, that's better than he, she. I
Is
like
your friend
that.
here? Okay, my
Yes,
keys are
yes, yes.
hanging. See, y'all? Look, that's amazing. That's proof that
I got you 2 brand new tires for free.
2 brand new tires. Y'all hear that? My car's been broke down.
And he thinks it might be something.
Who is this guy? Who is this?
Tiff brought him over.
It don't matter.
No,
Just
him
go
and
do your
John,
thing.
Or him and Tiff picked me up from John's and gave me a ride home because John passed out of it. I was just stuck.
Well, I'll go say hi after my live if you guys, if he's here. His name is Josh.
Josh.
Okay.
And he works. He's a diesel mechanic
Okay.
for a living. So.
My keys are right there. Yeah.
Well, it's called as
I did not expect you to come here. What time is it? 11? It's okay though.
He fixed my seat. Well, he fixed my seat job. I put it together, but he put the rest of the tape on it, got it put, and the furnace.
Nice. Okay. I'll be out there when I'm done.
There you go. It's cold. Don't come out.
It's never cold to me.
He said you probably want to have to jack it up to be able to, or take the tire off to be able to tell
It's
exactly
the
what's wrong
bearing.
with it.
Okay.
And so I may not need, but you might want to. He said,
Hey, everything happens for a reason, sir.
and I'm here to help you.
You always are. That's my friend T, y'all. She does my hair. For the freebie? That's God.
Usually it's for the low though, but it's for the free.
I can't with you. Okay, I'll be. Y'all, listen, y'all. My car's been broke down for like, I don't know, 5 days, and she put the spare tire on, and I go to come home, and I was like, yo, T, what just happened? The other tire, the regular tire was doing better, but I guess it's my CV axle or could be a bearing right now. And look what time it is. She's got 2 brand new tires for me, and somebody's out there to check. That's faith, bugs. That's faith. because I had a dentist appointment a few days ago, and she was coming to get me, but the medical ride showed up, and I was like, hey T, I don't want to tell this guy to go back. They didn't tell me they were coming, y'all. This medical ride, because I don't take them. I always took my car, and it's an hour away to where I have to go to the dentist. And I was like, T, sorry, the medical guy showed up, but y'all, listen. Instead of being like, oh my God, my car's broke down, it was so different. It's a new level because I saved our lives, and he's another angel out here. He's an older guy, but he shouldn't be working that late because he was like really, really tired, and he almost hit a semi on, and I saved our lives. And I realized when I sat back, I saved another angel's life because he's out here working hard, and he's tired, like, but he's working, and like that was a close call because I was like, hey, and I was like, hey. And he gets up and he just slams his brakes. Yeah, because we would have hit a semi. And then I tell people I would have shit my pants because you get $1,500 if you shit your pants in an accident. But I won't do that. But anyways, everything works out for the better. Look, that just happened out of nowhere. My grandbaby just showed up out of nowhere yesterday. She's like, you look like Wednesday. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, life is amazing. It's really what we make of it. And you have to let go of that toxic shit. If you're all like, oh, I want to be this good person or I'm this great person, but you know, you're even if it's family, the title family, you're dealing with all that toxic stuff, or people that are really trying to control you or just tell you what to do. I went through all of it, y'all, but it was my choice. I took it. Would I take any of it back? No. I learned from all of it, and that's where my knowledge comes from, is a higher power, understanding. It's not no, oh my God, how to shoot it. We got to stop judging and underestimating people in this world. And stop categorizing people like, what is that? What do they call it? Group 7? Nope. Y'all got to see. Give it time. I already see. Y'all, if you feel not to go with this Group 7, don't do it. You're categorized. I'm solo spiritual. But let me do a song and then I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go meet this Mr. What did you say his name was? Josh?
To be
I'm just gonna play what was out here, y'all.
kind of love that lasts
To my future person or future angel, I don't know what she is, but she's amazing and she's helping me so much. And she's doing amazing. Like, she's doing phenomenal.
from tonight until the end of time.
Life is a blink of an eye, y'all.
You should know.
When I lost my twin, I was like, oh shit, this life thing, this death thing is real. But like, I was in shock for 14 years, y'all. I had to go within and let her go.
My soul, you're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. You bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration.
And I got another thing, and this might be a little harsh, but this is the reality and truth, y'all. If you're in a relationship and you're like, I'm not happy or this is toxic, listen to me. We mirror who we're with. We love y'all. I learned that the hard way.